just like my hands in most of these reviews, this movie's all over the place. House of Gucci is directed by Ridley Scott, who has made 2 movies this year, both starring Adam Driver. This is about the husband and wife duo that led Gucci from the late 70s until the mid 90s, until the wife, played by Lady Gaga, put a hit out on Adam Driver, her husband, and kills him. Spoilers. So this stars Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Al Pacino, Salma Hayek, Jeremy Irons, I think that's everyone, and Jared Leto. How could I forget Jared Leto in this movie? Long review short. This is just, it doesn't know what it is. I don't know who it's for, and it's like at the same time it's incredibly campy, but also ridiculously cold, and like it just feels like it's like a Scorsese movie, but without the heart and without the energy. The main issue is consistency of tone in this movie. It is just bonkers crazy all over the place. The performances are all amazing except for Jared Leto. I cannot decide, like I just can't place it. If this guy is in on the joke and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna be campy as I could possibly be, or if he just made like way too many weird bad decisions and it's a bad performance. I can't figure it out. Go watch this movie and figure it out for yourself, because it's bizarre. It's at the same time fantastic. Like you will forget it's Jared Leto, but then it's also, he just makes some bonkers decisions that every scene that he's in, I'm like, well, that was interesting. Lady Gaga is continuing to show the world how great of an actress she is. She's fantastic in this, along with Adam Driver. Both of them have really good chemistry, and you know, it's very obvious that she becomes like infatuated with power and tries to take down, well, not really take down, but make Gucci her own, even though she's not born in it. It has to do with the themes are about family and what power can do and money, blah, blah, blah. This also suffers from a ridiculously long running time. This is over 2.5 hours long. Easily 40 minutes could have been shaved off. You would have cut out a lot of really good performances in some scenes, but there's a handful of scenes where at the end of it I thought, what was the point of that? There's a scene where Jared Leto and Al Pacino can't find their parking spot, and the whole time they're just searching for his parking spot, and then they find it and it ends. I don't know if it's supposed to be driving in the point that Jared Leto is an idiot, but we've seen that 5 times already. I just don't know. This movie's going to get a lot of Oscar buzz with the performances, but it doesn't work. Like, for some reason, it just feels like something is missing. And I think it's the tone, because it can't figure it out. Also, the story is confusing because it goes from, like there's a scene where Al Pacino has a birthday back to back, and we don't know if it was like over a couple of years or if it's like he had 2 birthday parties. Who knows? House of Gucci is 6.5 handbags out of 10. Al Pacino's fantastic, Lady Gaga's fantastic, Adam Driver's fantastic, Jared Leto is interesting at the very least. Watch it for the performances, but you're gonna leave wanting more because it's about murder, but at the very end he gets murdered and then it just ends. Like it's like, oh, they were arrested, bye. That's the most fascinating part of this movie or the story really is, the wife put out a hit on her ex-husband, and it just touches it at the very, very, very end. Like it builds up to this big, like, you know, murder, and then it just ends. I want to see more of how they found her, what happened to the murderer. Like it's just like a little, you know, ending thing. I just wanted more. Just go watch The Last Duel instead, because no one else did.